underestimate Rey. He won't make that mistake.
I think you make a great point. Young Rey Jr., no stranger to this type of situation where he finds himself on the short end of the tail of the tape. But like you mentioned, we've seen it so many times in the past. If Rey Jr. can employ the proper hit-and-run offensive strategy, he can keep a much larger, a much more powerful opponent off guard. And you're right, Larry, don't forget that nickname of the Giant Killer.
You know, in fact, I heard somebody walking by Hennig and saying something about Rey the Giant Killer, and I remember I could hear Hennig's response over my shoulder as I was walking down the hallway. He said, well, not this giant. I mean, not quite as big as he thinks he is, but the Rey Mysterio Jr., he could qualify as giant.
And Rey Jr., well, I'm kind of surprised.
Oh, he got nailed!
Rey Jr., a running attack, sliding into the bottom rope, and he was on the receiving end of a big right hand from Curt Hennig. Oh!
Yeah, Rey tried to slip in there, avoid Hennig, come up and use movement, but he just couldn't do it. Probably would have been much better just to take your time, let the referee hold Hennig back, try not to slip in. Rey tried to pull a fast one, but Hennig was ready for him. I told you, he's not going to underestimate Mysterio.
Well, that outspoken attitude on the part of Curt Hennig, so vocal, so anti-rap, has caused this bad blood. Konnan and Rey Jr., I think they feel deep down that that music is reflective of their culture. It's reflective of their attitude. I think Konnan and Rey Mysterio draw inspiration from rap, from hip-hop music, and Cowboy Curt just can't quite relate.
I don't know if it just comes from culture or just from the time of man. I mean, we had, you know, the old big orchestras, then we had rock and roll. Then in the 60s, we had the Doors and the psychedelic music, and our parents hated us because our hair touched our ears. You know, now I think we got rap, which instead of poetry with rhythm is maybe poetry with a beat, simply because all other forms of music have already been invented. There's nowhere else to go. Now where do you go after rap? Don't say death metal, I can't take it.
From the ring apron, Mysterio attempts the comeback. Slingshot into the leg drop, and I think that one surprised Hennig. Curt immediately gets to his feet. Mysterio, look at that move by Rey Jr. Ready to cross the ring to take Hennig down.
Even if you think you're ready for Mysterio, you don't realize how fast he is until you're in the ring there with him. You can say to yourself, okay, this guy's fast, but you don't realize how fast until he's already gone.
And absolute poetry in motion once Rey Mysterio Jr. gets to flying. Curt Hennig, well, he's out on the arena floor. He wants to slow down the offensive attack of Rey Jr. He wants to think things over. Probably smart strategy by Hennig.
Yeah, Hennig's no dummy. He's not going to compete with the speed of Rey Mysterio. He wants to ground this kid, but he should keep his eyes on him.
Well, if anyone can appreciate that kind of strategy, it's probably you, living legend, but, well, Hennig turned his back momentarily on Rey Jr.
Appreciate it. I invented it.
That's right. Drops the elbow this time as Hennig comes back. Refuses to go for the pinfall, and again drops down that elbow across the chest.
See, the old school guys that taught me, their thinking was they're just going to keep going like two Brahma bulls until someone wins. They didn't care if they got hurt. I didn't want to get hurt, so I invented my own technique, which caught on to all the smart individuals.
Oh, Hennig with the atomic drop, and then a humiliating slap to the back of the head of Mysterio.
Because he's very confident. Again, don't waste time, but he knows he's got Rey in trouble in a corner where Rey can't spring out and use his movements. It's where Hennig's going to try to keep him.
And this is where the cockiness, this is where the self-confidence of Curt Hennig surfaces. Into the corner, right hand directly into the jaw of Rey Jr. You see there the height advantage that Hennig has as he fires him across the ring and shoots him into the corner with incredible intensity.
Yeah, well, not just the height, even the width. I mean, Hennig's a thick guy. He's got to be a good, solid 275-pound guy. What's Rey? I mean, how much does Rey weigh? He's probably two of Rey's.
Hennig probably in this matchup within the neighborhood of about a 70-pound weight advantage. Rey Mysterio Jr. has been on the receiving end of this offensive attack, and now Hennig goes out to the floor. Overhand clubbing blow to the back of the head of Rey Jr.
Okay, now Rey's in big trouble here because now he's confined to movement. He's got nowhere to go except the safety rail.
And this is where Hennig should shine. Out on the floor, Mysterio chest first into the steel. Hennig rolls back into the ring to break the count.
Yeah, breaks the count, rolls out, using all the tricks of the trade, but he's keeping Rey grounded.
Muscles him up to one shoulder. Oh, I don't believe this. Oh! I don't believe it. We need to step aside for a break right here in the heat of the battle. More Mysterio and Hennig. Welcome back, everyone, to Thunder. Curt Hennig, Rey Mysterio Jr. continues. And Larry, during the commercial break, it's been all Curt Hennig taking advantage of the power edge, the size edge that he has on Rey Jr.
Well, that's his game plan. He wanted to ground Mysterio, did a good job of it, and you can see the size difference along with the power and the experience is all caught up. Rey has just not found that opening to escape the offense, to do that one thing. Of course, Hennig hasn't made that one mistake either, and it's not likely.
And we want to remind fans in Syracuse, New York, 1 week from tonight, Thunder at the On Center. And then on June the 24th, Thunder invades Lafayette, Louisiana at the Cajun Dome. And again, we invite you to bring your Larry chants to Thunder, both in Syracuse and Lafayette, Louisiana. Tickets on sale for both of those events at the arena box offices and Ticketmasters. Mysterio with the comeback, raining down right hands across the top of the head, and then snaps it off.
I tell you, Hennig may be chanting Rey here. If he keeps going like that, he's tagging Hennig in one of his weaker areas, one of those knees he had operated on over the years, and he got him.
That's the strategy that we expected from the outset from Rey Mysterio Jr. Take Curt Hennig down to the mat. Make him your same size.
Well, that's what Rey wanted to do, too, but it just backfired on him. But everybody knows Hennig's got a weak knee, and can Rey keep moving enough to keep on it?
And you see Mysterio, so smart, takes the knee. Well, now both knees. He's got Curt Hennig in trouble in the corner, and here comes Rey Jr. with a drop kick. Oh, man.
Don't look at me, I'm not saying it.
Perfectly placed drop kick by Mysterio. Hey, whatever. He's pulling out all the stops in this match.
Pulling out the whatever.
Again, Rey Jr. raining down right hands, and this crowd firmly in their support, counting off each big right hand delivered by Mysterio.
And I tell you, I know Rey's got to be hurting, but he's got to keep moving. See, boy, I tell you, I saw it coming. You've got to stay on Hennig. I know this man knew him for years, and Hennig can take a beating, but he'll find the opening, and Rey just, he delayed his second, which inside that ring seems like an hour.
Larry, 1 week ago tonight on this program, we were introduced to Tank Abbott, that notorious brawler.
Oh, that was a pleasure.
Yeah, that street fighter from the Ultimate Fight. But he made quite an impact in his role as referee on Nitro in that cage match between Sting and Rick Steiner. I think Tank Abbott showed his true colors when he pounded Sting from behind, then walked out of the cage, allowing Rick Steiner to destroy Sting.
You know, I have no respect for this Ultimate Fight thing. Well, you know what? The guys who win it wind up to be the scientists, the guys who can choke you out, the submission wrestlers, the other guys, they're just thugs off the street who can't make a living, who pound and pound each other. And to me, it is, it's not even barbaric. It's just something you can see with two drunks in the street.
Well, as a result of that wild situation this past Monday on Nitro, involving Tank Abbott, involving Sting and Rick Steiner, WCW officials barred all three men from the building here tonight on Thunder. However, I have it from good authority that Tank Abbott, Sting, and Rick Steiner will all be at Nitro Monday night in Cleveland, Ohio, and that situation is just getting ready to explode.
Well, is there any way we can just keep the guy away? I mean, he's got no business in our business.
You know what? It may be too late for that. Tank Abbott has stuck his nose in the business of World Championship Wrestling, and we invited him to be the referee last Monday. We fell right into that trap.
Hey, don't say we.
All right, it's
the committee.
Very good. Standing drop kick by Hennig was on target, and that rocked Rey Jr., snapped his head back, whiplash style.
I tell you, Rey had some offense going, but again, Hennig knows all the tricks. And watch the way Hennig moves. He doesn't waste energy. He knows he can't, rope-a-dope himself here on Rey Mysterio. He's going to make sure that he doesn't get tired. Big men don't have the endurance of the cruiserweights, so you gotta watch yourself. You don't want to overtire yourself, because even if you're big and strong, if you have no wind, Rey's gonna dance all over you.
Mysterio fights his way out of the corner and again goes to that drop kick to the knee. Split-legged moonsault. Gets one, gets two. Kick out by Curt.
And that landed right on Hennig's midsection. I could have knocked some more wind out of him, along with the fact he's limping around there.
Now the reversal. Hennig fires him off into the corner, but Rey is able to avoid the back elbow.
Yeah, see,
so quick.
Yeah, Hennig way too slow now to compete with the movement, but he's powerful enough to catch him.
Springboard back off the middle ropes. Hennig catches him up on the shoulder. Where's he going to take him?
Down. He pushed him off.
He did. He shrugged off Hennig, sent him off into the turnbuckle, and then answered with another drop kick to the knee.
Yeah, right in the knee again, but that's his target. He picked the right target. He slowed Hennig down.
Springboard into a Thez press attempt, caught in midair by Hennig. He got him over.
And Rey the Giant Killer's downing another giant-sized guy. Surprise! That was a cute move.
Roll through.
It's like looking at the mat. What are you doing there?
And then receiving a drop kick from someone who's on his back on the mat.
Hennig didn't expect that at all. That later on. Good shot in the mouth, but Rey has got to keep going. Don't give Hennig a second.
Well,
Hey, where did he fit?
Wait, that's Bobby Duncum Jr. Just as Mysterio was set with his Bronco Buster move, Bobby Duncum Jr., the new tag team partner, the new associate of Curt Hennig, comes out with the attack.
I don't think Willie Nelson will be proud of this behavior, country or not.
Now, wait a minute. Hennig calls Duncum into the ring. Curt Hennig could not beat Rey Jr. on his own. He could not put him away, and now Bobby Duncum and Curt Hennig are out to double team on young Rey.
Yeah, I think Hennig just feels insulted, and he turned this into something to save his face. He wants people to think he's insulting Rey instead of covering up the fact Hennig could beat the guy.
Wait a minute. This crowd roars, and it's because Kidman and Conan have just hit the ring.
And they're rapping on the Country Boys.
Double clothesline, Duncum up and over the top to the floor. And now it's time that they rap on Hennig.
And that's the kind of rap you hate.
And Rey Jr. with the back body drop, that just punctuated matters, and it punctuated them with an exclamation point as Hennig and Duncum
right
bail
off
out.
into the sunset.
I could not have said it better myself.
That's why you're not the color man.
Well, this situation involving Conan, Rey Mysterio Jr., as well as Bobby Duncum and Curt Hennig is heating up to a fever pitch. It's Wild on Thunder.